you get my text?
I did. And then I stuck in here and stole her because he was...
Then I'll come back tomorrow.
Well, I won't be here, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Other real quick. Piece of property to get my hands for that. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have them convey them to us. Are we good with that?
Yes. Yeah, we're fine either way. But...
What do you think, we're not going to have the money?
No, it's just that there's some steps, like, there's something that I'm not sure Kim resolved, maybe you know.
No.
Did I emailed you?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
My guess is no.
My guess is no.
But I gotta figure that out. So there could be a delay in what I'm saying, but, I mean, we have lots of property in Pontiac. It actually moves pretty well, so worst case scenario,
Yeah.
we'll just
We can do it. I mean, that's not a problem.
figure something
As long
out.
as we have money. Landscaping continuum at the fairgrounds. Have you talked to Scott about that?
He did. I did actually, but what did he tell me?
I can call him.
He said Joel was okay with it.
Joel? I'm sure he's fine with it. I'm sure they're fine with it. Is that what he was worried about? I was more worried about. Okay, I was more worried about them charging us for land. I want them to do it for free on the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to Redico?
Yes.
And
They're fine. They want to go ahead, but about the money, they wanted to charge us for landscaping. I want them to be able to use our property, but I want them to take care of everything there because they're there and we're letting them use the property for free. They're trying to sell it like they're doing us a favor by having people come in and going, but the fact of the matter is they don't have anywhere to go, so we're helping them. So that's why I wanted Scott to say to Dale, hey, you're welcome, but you're going to have to do everything on the grounds while you're there until you own it, which is basically when they want to get off the ground.
I think he talked to Joel about that concept.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Right. No.
Have you tried saying that to them since then, or you had it
No.
once in the beginning?
Had it once in the beginning, and then Scott said he was going to talk to Dale, and I just
I would
let
so
that go.
revisit that now.
With Continuum.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go up and call right now. Okay, that's
And
cool.
see what they say. I don't know. The thing I don't know is if the word has had a chance to filter down
I don't
through
think
from
so.
Joel Ferguson through, you know.
To where it needs to actually go.
So if you revisit that conversation and it goes nowhere,
then I'll get him involved.
then we'll try to reconnect, you know, make it
Gotcha. I can't believe I just did that. I went, that's so you.
Excuse me?
How are you feeling?
I sound like crap.
Yeah.
I'm not contagious. Every time I say that, people go, oh, and then they move.
Exactly. Like, the weekend buried.
I'm filled with more steroids at this juncture than an East German swimmer.
Fantastic. So you'd be really competitive.
Not so much,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Because you just sit up at night going, plotting against the world. So steroids are bad, kids.
We know that. But you feel okay.
It's rough.
Is Adrian here today?
Yeah.
Okay, I just haven't seen her, so I need to ask her something, so, but I'll do it after this.
Okay, we can talk about that later. I can't remember what it was. I asked her,
It's just the extension, you just need me to sign it, right?
I do. And then send it to, what's her name, whose name I can't remember? Gloria?
Did she draft this, or did you? Kara did?
Kara did.
Has, what's her name, seen it, Gloria?
No.
Show it to her before.
What's her last name though?
Colissimo, or, I don't know.
Can you shut this?
Sure, thanks. How's it going?
It's been great. Absolutely great. Thanks so much for asking.
How's it really been going?
I'm livid.
With?
Practically everything.
Okay. Well, let's start at the top.
Okay, DLBA. Let's go alphabetically.
Okay.
I sent you that the heads up a couple of weeks ago. Just things were not progressing as I would expect a normal project to progress, certainly something of this scope. Internal communications are just as disturbing. Aside from all the last minute initiatives that they're trying to package and just missing dates. We are missing decision dates. I'm copied on emails from DLBA board that, ask a couple things. First of all, naturally, they always need help, which we're more than happy to do. We've given them some financials. But some of the things that they're planning, I'm not sure what page you're on.
I'm reading from the bottom because I think that's the order it goes in, right?
You really care about, I think,
Good numbers commenced and must respect to sample. Drive. You add clarity to Google Drive.
I met with Carrie last week. Gave her an outline of some of the official issues as well as the unofficial stuff that's going on. Just to get her oriented in some of the outputs we're waiting for DLTA so we can continue moving.
Hold on, I need to read this because it's relevant to the conversation we're talking about right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hi.
So who?
Larry Lipper is a...
I know he's a board member for
Board member.
DLBA. He's incidentally the Mishdale planning board member.
I was unaware of that. Cool.
So the way I read this, he is sort of recognizing that there's an issue at DLBA, which is something you and I have already discussed before, and he's sort of trying to stay on top of it. But it's all coming back to the same person, which begs the question, is Jim and team adding value or subtracting value?
And that's a difficult question to answer at this point. I know their hearts are in the right place. I know they have the capacity to do something like this, but they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
And right now we need to be...
Can we do it better?
We are doing it better. On February 27th, we were given authorization to start work. That evening, work went out to the field. As of yesterday, we finally got a demo contract draft. We canceled contractor meetings this week. We are missing our internal targets. We are missing our internal dates. Naturally, every meeting that I do, you know my style, I do minutes. Mm-hmm. Here's what we will agree to, here's what we promise to do, here's the dates that we do it. And I leave all of our prior agreements in place, not to be a dick about it, but guys, here's our own internal way of policing ourselves without having to be aggressive about it. We've been trying to get contracts for a month and a half. I mean, when I sent you my first series of concerns, the contract they sent was my ADR contract that said ADR on it, that I use for my contractors. Guys, you stole my own document. It's inappropriate. So I'm flexible on just about anything. But we finally, 24 hours ago, got a contract document that we are at this point sending out into the field. Internally, we're missing our dates. We know about the data issues that I am extremely concerned about.
Yeah.
I spoke to Jim yesterday. Apparently, Carrie is going to be telling us a good story today. I don't know if you got a chance to speak to her.
I was just with her a second ago, but we didn't talk about it. It was a different conversation. It wasn't about demo.
As of last week, Carrie was of the impression, based on the documents that they have, that they're going to have a third release within the next week or so from last week of 300 some odd properties. The fourth release is allegedly around 88 properties, and then they're out.
88?
Yes, 88. That was last week's data.
Okay.
My conversation with Jim yesterday, and I speak to them roughly 20 times a day. This release, which may be available within the next week, is somewhere between 300 and 400 properties, he thinks. And they think the fourth release is going to be maybe even a couple of hundred properties. Now, they're having issues with council. Apparently they got spanked yesterday. You know about that?
I do. I talked to Carrie about that yesterday.
Okay,
Or the day before.
then we don't have to go into that.
Well, tell me your version, because I'm pretty sure that hers is sugar-coated from mine, so.
The version I got from Jim, and again, just two guys talking, and I'm going, where are the numbers?
Well, guys are more real than,
My every conversation with Jim is, where's the fucking properties?
Yeah.
And at this point he goes, I think we got a problem. Now, Jim knows there's a problem, Tom knows there's a problem, Dave knows there's a problem. Based on yesterday, they're actually starting to do some horse trading, which is what I told them. If somebody in the Southwest is, you need to suck up to them, then we do, if they want a deconstruction, they want something, give them something. I mean, I got a phone call yesterday from them, what's going on in Kentucky, because it's one of the mayor's areas. Guys, I'll take Kentucky down tomorrow. Suck up to whoever you need to suck up to, but we need to get properties. Do the horse trading, I don't care. But where is it? Where is the inventory?
What was the council's reservation? Why'd they pull it back? What's the real story there?
I was actually going to call Tate and just do a back channel and say, seriously, council, what's going on? I haven't done that. Because I don't, this whole church and state, I'm trying to stay in my lane.
No, I understand. That's important too, so.
And I didn't want to do anything like that without certainly vetting it with you first.
I think that has to be about the quality of your relationships. I mean, that's the best way. I can't answer that question for you because I am not a Detroiter. I'm less of a Detroiter than Kim even was. I just, that's not my people. I don't know them. I can't.
I'm from New York.
I know, but you've been around the city a lot longer than I have, and I think whether that question blows up and whether you sort of going there, I don't have any objection to you trying to get information, assuming that it's not going to blow up at some point, or
Right.
it's going to become problematic.
And that's my concern, because invariably, this is a powder keg. There's
So if you have the type of relationship with Tate that suggests you can call and it's not going to go any farther than that, have at it. If it's going to get looped back to somebody and end up on WDIV, probably not. It is what it is. Detroit is like a media freaking, I don't even know what to say about it.
I hadn't noticed.
I know. I just, it's like a spectacle that I can't predict.
Sure you can. If it's negative, it's great.
It's going to end up on the news. Okay.
Doesn't even matter if it's true or not. And God help us if there's a slow news day, because they make shit up. But getting back to this, I would normally call Tate, and I would meet him in his office, and we would talk. I have a reason to call him because of something that you don't know about, that you're involved in.
So you want to tell me?
Hey, why not? A couple of months ago, probably in October, November, I was sucked into a meeting with Crossroads, right up the block. You know, the soup kitchen. They needed some help. There was 2 properties. One of them they want to take over. The other one they want to take over for their parking lot. But it has a house on it. It's a demo house. It's abandoned. It's crap. Now it's outside of all funding areas. The city's not helping. Blah blah blah. I got sucked into the meeting. I said, you know what? Enough of this shit. I'll take the house down for free. I'll figure out a way to do it. I'll do it. Anyway, that's probably going to happen around May, after frost laws are up. You know, we got the utilities, and right at the end of the year, it's snow and everything like that. It just makes no sense to do what you have. But I want to take it down in May. So naturally, I got a reason to call Tate just to invite him.
What's May versus March? Like what's the timing?
Frost laws right now. I'm going to do something.
But we're still doing some demo in the field.
We are, yeah. The last thing you want to do is have media there, and then the first thing the road guys are going to say is, well, how'd that machine get here?
Okay, I got ya.
I mean, I could do stuff when the sun goes down, and it's magic. But during the day with cameras?
Yeah.
No, just dumb. And
Well, it's not like you can't do any demo, it's just...
I can't move machines. Trucks and debris, yes, we can half fill and get them out. Can't move an 80,000-pound excavator right now, which is, you know, city issued frost law letter weeks ago. We've been requesting it over a month ago. Just give us our guys a copy of the letter. Hardest hit contractors are the same as MLB. I got an email from the group. I call them the Terrific Twosome at this point.
Which is who?
Jim, Tom, and Dave.
Okay.
And guys, you sent me the email, which was great, which includes the letter. Finally, we sent them the letter copy. We sent them everything. But it says specifically on it, only original issue from Buildings and Safety on original Building Safety letterhead will be valid. Any copies are no good. So guys, you just sent me a copy. This is no good. We'll get back to you. Okay. So, time's wasting. And everything that we're trying to be proactive and helpful, again, without being too aggressive, guys, come on. Operationally, we can do all the heavy lifting, and we have. We're forecasting tasks that need to be done, and even though we're forecasting things a month and a half when they're needed, we're still missing our dates.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's concerning.
Can we pull the plug on, should we pull the plug on DLDA and do it ourselves, in your opinion?
Okay, I'm the wrong person to ask that. I'm an aggressive individual that loves controlling his own destiny. We will fail if we do not have properties, just like the LBA. So my question to you before I say yes, unequivocally, which will also compromise the mayor, and there'll be substantial political ramifications for that move, is how do we get property any better than the city?
Well, if we do it, we would do it, but we would tell everybody that we're not the one doing it, that they're the one doing it.
Well, and
that's the whole idea.
But that's what we're doing now.
Not really, because we'd actually get the inventory. I mean, we're talking about going the emergency manager route and pulling it away from the mayor completely.
That was a subject of discussion I had with the boys yesterday, because after he got spanked with council, I said, do you know there's a guy there named Kevin, that he has a pen and all this disappears in 30 seconds. And they were reluctant to go down that way because they all want to work together, and after he's gone, the mayor's going to still deal with council. I said, guys, I'm just a guy who's looking for numbers right now. I understand.
To be honest with you, it may not even, it's escalated to the point that it may not even be my decision. I mean, and I don't just mean in-state either. It's literally, there's people in the White House who are concerned because of all this bullshit splash that they did 6 months ago that I told them not to do.
Yeah, we took out 6 structures in August, not using this money, and then everything went down scope. We're at 0.1% of the frickin' program. I mean, if I'm the program manager, I'd have a gun in my mouth right now. This is unacceptable. And the fact that we
Just for my own edification, because Scott's gonna ask,
yeah,
how is it with the frost laws that we do this?
do
That
what?
we tear down property? I mean, how does that happen in a way that's legal? The frost law letter that we don't have. So I'm just gonna say that we had it.
We had a plan. We've been asking for this stuff for a month and a half in anticipation.
Okay.
And remember, I could still do stuff that we're doing on the state side. We're not trying to light up the world right now, but small volume stuff, we could pretty much...
How is the state, you know, I know enough about the frost laws stuff to be dangerous. I mean, I know the general concept, load bearing, you can't have so much on the roads. There's certain limitations. I'm less clear on how we get around, how we have gotten around it.
Glad you asked. Most of our contractors have equipment in
It's
the
under
city.
the load.
No.
No.
Some of them do, most of
Okay.
them do not. But I had all of our contractors pick a place somewhere in the city before frost laws came in, put your excavators there.
Okay.
As long as we've got crap in the city, we can move it local during the nights and things of that nature, and we have a pretty decent chance of not getting caught.